Hey everyone, Graham here, your friend for all things Canadian miles and points. Today I'm diving into one of the best kept secrets for maximizing your points, transferring them. Now, transferring points is one of the most powerful ways to unlock long-haul flights, luxurious cabins, and premium travel experiences, especially if you're like me and love getting the most bang for your buck. I'll go over exactly what transferring means, break down which Canadian points transfer where, and rank them from meh to must do. So grab your notepad because this tier list might just change your travel game. Alright, let's start with why transferring is such a game changer. Every point you earn has a theoretical value, but that value is zero if they just sit there, so use those points. Most Canadian point programs follow a fixed value structure where 1 point equals about 1 cent. But a few programs, which I like to call variable value programs, let you transfer points to airline partners, making them a lot more flexible and a lot more valuable. Canada's top variable value programs are RBC Avion, American Express Membership Rewards, and Air Canada Aeroplan. RBC Avion and Amex membership rewards are especially interesting because they can either be redeemed at a fixed rate or transferred to get variable value through airline programs. Aeroplan doesn't transfer out the same way as the other two, but it does let you book with a huge variety of airline partners, so it behaves like a transferable program with high potential value. What does transferring mean? When I say transferring, I mean converting your points from one program to another to unlock better value. For example, there's redeeming and then there's transferring. Let's say that you use your RBC Avion points to book a British Airways flight directly through the RBC Avion travel portal. That's redeeming, not transferring. True transferring is if you take your RBC Avion or Amex membership rewards points and move them into a new program like British Airways Avios or Aeroplan. You're transferring. Pro tip, transferring points for a gift card might technically count as a transfer, but it is not what I'm talking about. It's one of the worst options out there in terms of value, but it is very convenient and easy. Let's get to the good stuff. My tier list for Canadian points transfers. I'm ranking these on overall value, the number of available routes, ease of use, variety of airlines, and my own experiences. And remember, sometimes programs like RBC Avion have limited time transfer bonuses, so keep an eye out for those, especially on this tier list. In D tier, bringing up the rear, we have RBC Avion converting to WestJet dollars at a 100-to-1 rate. WestJet dollars are straightforward, which is their strength. One WestJet dollar equals $1 off of a flight. It's easy, but WestJet dollars are really a fixed value program, and I'm looking for variable value to try and get the most bang for my buck. In many cases, using RBC Avion's fixed value transfer option is going to be a better deal than transferring here. In C tier, we have 3 Amex membership rewards transfer options, which is to Cathay Pacific Asia Miles, Delta Skymiles, and Etihad Guest Miles. Each of these transfer at a 1 to 0.75 rate, meaning for every 1 point you transfer, you get 0.75 in the new currency. These transfer options can work in niche cases. Cathay Pacific does have some high-end redemptions, and Delta has a good network but lacks value, hence their program's nickname Sky Pesos instead of Sky Miles. Etihad offers limited, expensive options, so these transfers are for very specific use cases. I've never used any of them personally. In B tier, we have 2 RBC Avion transfer options, which is to Cathay Pacific Asia Miles at a 1-to-1 ratio and to American Airlines AAdvantage at a 1 to 0.7 ratio. The 1-to-1 transfer to Cathay Pacific is decent, especially for long-haul redemptions, though options for Canadians are limited. The 1 to 0.7 transfer to American Airlines is lower, but occasionally gets a bonus. Also, American has solid long-haul redemption options, especially with some of their partners like Japan Airlines, making it a good option on select routes. In A tier, we have Amex membership rewards or RBC Avion to British Airways Avios at a 1-to-1 rate, and also Amex to Air France KLM Flying Blue at a 1 to 0.75 rate. Here's where we start to see some top tier value, and I have definitely used all of these transfer options. The 1-to-1 transfer to Avios from either program unlocks great flexibility with routes to Europe and premium seating options. The 1 to 0.75 to Flying Blue might sound worse, but I put it at an even tier as oftentimes flights at Flying Blue cost less. While these programs may not match Aeroplan in terms of Canadian route options, if you're eyeing lie-flat seats to Europe, these are some of the best transfer options out there. Finally, we have S tier, the absolute best. In S tier, I would put Amex membership rewards to Aeroplan at a 1-to-1 rate, Aeroplan reigns supreme for Canadians with extensive routes, top-tier partners, and valuable pricing, despite some tricky dynamic pricings out there. Aeroplan is easily the most versatile for Canadians and opens a wide range of premium travel options. I would also stick the Aeroplan program itself in S tier, as you earn them at the same rate as a Amex membership rewards. Finally, at the very top of S tier, I would put RBC Avion to British Airways Avios with a transfer bonus. This is where you can get some truly incredible value. Right now through November 12th, 2024, they're offering a 1 to 1.3 transfer offering. So instead of the regular 1.1, you're getting 30% more points, which makes British Airways Avios transfers a prime value. The bonus puts premium lie-flat seats on Qatar Airways, Iberia, and British Airways within reach, making this an S-tier move. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, pro tips, and common pitfalls when transferring points. I've learned through experience that managing your points well can be the difference between snagging a dream flight and missing out. Here's how to stay flexible and maximize the chances of getting that perfect seat. Timing is everything. One of the key strategies I follow is to never transfer my points until I've found a flight I want to book on those points. Award availability is always changing and the best redemption options come and go quickly. Waiting to transfer keeps my options open. If I'm planning a trip to Europe, for example, I could potentially book with Aeroplan, Avios, Flying Blue, or another partner. Without transferring my points too soon, I can check availability across multiple programs and only make a move once I see a specific flight I'm set on booking. Flexibility is everything in points travel, so keeping your options open until you're ready to book can be a game changer. The one exception to this rule for me is when an RBC Avion to Avios transfer bonus comes up, like the current 1 to 1.3 that's running through November 12th. That extra 30% is enough for me to make some speculative transfers, even without a specific booking in mind. This strategy has paid off multiple times for me, allowing me to grab business class seats on incredible flights with Avios partners like Iberia and Finnair. Both airlines offer fantastic business class options, and with that 30% bonus, it became a no-brainer. One pitfall to watch out for: award availability can change in an instant and often will. Let's say you found a perfect flight and you're ready to transfer your points. If there's any delay in the transfer process, the availability might vanish before the points arrive in your target program. To help with this, check each program's transfer time frame. For example, Amex to Aeroplan transfers are instant, but RBC Avion or Amex to Avios can take up to 5 days. Knowing these transfer timelines can save you from frustrating delays. All transfer systems will inform you of the estimated timeline before you commit. If you're planning a specific flight with a slow transfer partner like British Airways, I might transfer speculatively knowing that I don't want to be caught without those points. In my experience generally, points transfers clear faster than advertised. Amex to Flying Blue says it can take up to 3 days, but whenever I've done it, the transfer has been nearly instant. Want to dive even deeper into how I'm earning and redeeming points this year? Check out my video on my travel point strategy for 2024, linked in the description and above. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the skies.